Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the Neon Museum. I'm Mitch, education specialist here. And today we're going to look at the Tim Burton exhibition, Las Vegas. And this is the inside story. As some of you may know, we're an outdoor museum, and much of this exhibition is integrated into the collection. We have two rooms, however, that are indoors, and they're dedicated specifically to the Tim Burton exhibition. Now, this idea for the exhibition came from Tim Burton himself. His team reached out to us, and it was a rare opportunity to exhibit some of his artwork in the United States. The title, Las Vegas, is based on Tim's memories of Las Vegas. This is a very personal, nostalgic look back at a Las Vegas that no longer exists. Tim used to come here with his family from Burbank. He'd swim around in the Dunes pool and the famous Seahorse Fountain. Later, as a young man, he came here on his own because Las Vegas was number one, cheap, and number two, he just appreciated the weirdness, and he could be solitary here. He's kind of a loner, and just pick up the vibe that is this city. And of course, he famously came back in 1995 for the filming of Mars Attacks, released the next year. Now, over here, we have sketches that Tim Burton did, and they show his mental process and how he arrived at this exhibition. And for my museum peeps, I want to point out, you're probably saying, oh my God, there are push pins in the artwork. Well, I'm going to talk you down. It's okay. These are actually reproductions. They're very good reproductions. We would not put push pins into original artwork. These, if you take a look like the notebooks here, every hole there was cut out by a team of folks with X-Acto knives. So it was a painstaking process, but we didn't want to hurt Tim's artwork. By the way, where is Tim's artwork going? It's coming to the Neon Museum, and his drawings are going to be safely protected in our archives, so we get those for all time. Now, if I can point out here, this is Spiral Eye Girl, and she is the incarnation of Las Vegas in Tim's mind. You can see she's got this hypnotic power. She represents the seductive nature of Las Vegas. It sucks you in and makes you do all kinds of things you never thought you were going to do. Below here, the Lost Vegas. This was turned into a 40-foot tall tower. This is sort of the symbol of the exhibition, and it is reminiscent of the old Dune sign. You can see the arabesque and these stars, which are a little better developed in the actual sculpture, resemble the Stardust stars. Actually, they become more stardusty as he goes through the process here. And we're going to be able to keep that sign, so when you can make it to the Neon Museum, you're going to still be able to see some Tim Burton artwork. Now, as we go back, a lot of these figures here, the Area 51 Motel, and you see the Spiral Eye Girl smoking a tank. These were turned into neon sculptures. There's a whole wall of those, and good news, the grid wall is also going to stay here at the Neon Museum. The seahorses are part of that from the dunes. And here, this lady smiling at us is Alien Showgirl, and she's part of the exhibition. And she has, you can see here, he's developed the concept where she's going to have spaceships floating around in her hair. Now, as we move down, you see the little guy there with the crazy hair? That is Tim Burton, and this is based on a memory he had right before the Aladdin closed up and was demolished. He walked the halls, and he had fond memories of that kind of eerie, strange experience. So we head down. Here's some bugs he's drawing. He had a poem about them. These are pre-existing pieces of artwork, but he recontextualized them in Las Vegas. And here's the poem. There's one thing I know these bugs all agree on. Nothing tastes better than an old piece of neon. That was eventually made into a neon poem, which is next to the bugs. And There's Boy with Nails in His Eyes. And as we head on over, I want to point out this building is the old Landmark Hotel. There's Tim. And you see there's a sequence. What is happening here? Well, the Landmark was imploded, and Tim later used that in his movie Mars Attacks. So as we come on around, all right, now you know who she is, right? Spiral Eye Girl, rendered neon, and she makes a couple appearances in this exhibition. If you follow me on around, we're going to head around the corner. Is this cool or what? I would love to have my own miniature, fully functioning, aged neon sign. And this was used in a music video that Tim Burton directed for Hometown Heroes, the band The Killers, a 2006 video called Bones. And this is based on an actual sign. This is from the West Wind Drive-In movie theater. It still exists in North Las Vegas. Opened up in the 1960s, and today it's one of the last surviving drive-ins in Nevada. Although, who knows, maybe drive-in movies will be making a comeback. So follow me around the corner. And here, we have the model of the Landmark Motel and a flying saucer. These were used in the movie Mars Attacks. And behind us, you can see footage there. You can see the flashes going off, and then this is the actual implosion of the Landmark Hotel. Tim took a room at the Debbie Reynolds Hotel, and he could watch the implosion. He said it was one of the most moving experiences of his life to see this gigantic tower come down. And this was later used in Mars Attacks. As we come on around, these are two props that were used in the Bones music video, and you can see the video playing there in the back. This is from the Glasspool Inn. Now, by the time the video was filmed, the Glasspool Inn did not exist anymore. It was a motel on the south end of the strip, so as people came in from California, this was one of the first motels that they saw. And to lure people off the road and into their motel, they plopped the swimming pool in the parking lot, and people would see it, and you can see how it's got these holes. They were filled with glass. Obviously, a pool doesn't work with large holes in it. And people would drive by, and they would see folks swimming in it. By the way, these guys, this is what happens when you don't hydrate in Las Vegas in the summer. But you can see there it is, right there in the video. You can see the holes behind the skeletons. And that was this model. Over here, another miniature sign. These are just so cool. From the Glasspool Inn with functioning neon. And back to the video, I just want to mention, it's available on YouTube. It's called Bones. And Tim must be a major student of film. You'll have the best time. There's so many references in here to The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Lolita, From Here to Eternity. There's even a small tribute to the swimming actress, Esther Williams. So that's the inside story of Tim Burton's exhibition, Las Vegas. Hope you enjoyed it. Come back and see us soon. In the meantime, if you'd like, go to our website, neonmuseum.org. We've got all sorts of videos and quizzes and information, so that will keep your neon cravings in check, I hope. So for now, goodbye. Thank you for visiting.